the week with Ben Ellis.
This is Switch.
So heading back to the football, and it's great. It's forgive the pun, obviously with coronavirus vaccines, but it is the shot in the arm that a lot of us have needed in this country. And we've got to the semi-finals, and we played brilliantly last night. It was very emotional, the win against Germany on Tuesday. We could talk for hours about how that felt when those 2 goals went in against the Germans. But there is an aspect about this which I personally am finding extremely irritating. And I'm talking essentially to my own people here. I'm talking to a portion of Aston Villa fans who set up camp on kind of Facebook groups and just vent, and just, you know, they're kind of like keyboard warrior fans, a lot of them. And before every England game, about an hour and a half before kickoff, the team news is announced on social media. And only once during the tournament has Jack Grealish been in the starting lineup. That was the final group game against the Czech Republic, and he came off the bench and changed the game against the Germans. There's absolutely no doubt about that. But he was left out of the game against Ukraine last night, and he didn't come on as a substitute because he wasn't needed. He wasn't required to do anything. He's in 100% tip-top condition to affect the outcome of a game for England if he is required by the manager, Gareth Southgate. And one thing as well, the abuse that Gareth Southgate gets. But bear in mind, from Villa fans, he played with distinction for Aston Villa. I know he didn't leave on good terms when he decided he wanted to go to Middlesbrough and be more successful. Yeah, that is a bit of a kick in the teeth when you hear a player say that. You can, compare Aston Villa and Middlesbrough. Obviously, it's no comparison. But, that was a long time ago. I have to admire the mental strength of Gareth Southgate. When you think of everything that he went through with Euro 96, the abuse he gets by the decisions he makes, which by and large in tournament football are the correct decisions. Let's not forget that. These are the correct decisions that he's making. He is proving himself to be a very good tournament manager. Would I want him in charge of my team at club level to watch his brand of football week in, week out? Absolutely not. No, it'd be like pulling teeth. But some managers are better at tournaments than others. And this is what Gareth Southgate is proving. So he has to put up with all of that abuse that he gets on social media. He has to live with missing that penalty in Euro 96. He's had to exercise those demons. And he's dragged the England football team and the country along with it at a time when we've needed it most, when we've reached the semi-finals of a major tournament, which we are now hosting because the semi-finals are at Wembley. There's going to be 60,000 people there on Wednesday against Denmark, cheering the team on, and some Villa fans just can't get it out of their heads that their player isn't playing in the team. Well, Tyrone Mings played the first 2 games before Harry Maguire returned to full fitness. Nobody's complaining about that now. Phil Foden, tipped to be a major England star, isn't in the team because he's not needed. If he's needed, if he's called upon, that'll happen. It may well happen if England are to become European champions this time next week. But Villa fans, obsessed with Jack Grealish, get over it. Support England if you want to support England. Or you could ignore the whole thing altogether, give it 6 weeks and get back to supporting Aston Villa. It's your choice. But please stop the abuse of Gareth Southgate when he's proving himself to be a top-class international manager. Rant over.